Welcome back to Inside Best Home Services. I'm Zach and I have a breaking news story to share with all of you. Everyone has heard of the slogan, readers are leaders, and that's exactly what we're going to focus on in Q4, Constantly Growing and Learning. The executive team has picked 4 books for all employees to focus on to reach new heights. At this time, we're going to check in with some of the managers who have recommended some book titles for the company to learn and grow.
Mandela's Way by Richard Stengel. He spent 30 years of his life in prison. Before that, he was a radical. And when he gets out, he's given the keys to get revenge on everybody he does, and he chooses to be a good person. And I think everybody should learn that lesson. Every leadership book could teach you how to be a leader, but not many of them will teach you how to be a good person. And that's why I like this book so much. I think we have a lot of interactions every day, and they're not always pleasurable, they're not always happy. And I think this will give everybody a sense to take a moment, take a step back, think about that interaction, and make the right decision, you know, and not let their feelings get the best of them at the end of the day.
It's called Speed of Trust, and it's by Stephen M.R. Covey. He talks about a concept called the trust tax. What this is a tax that's associated when there is a low level of trust in a situation. He tells a great little story about a man that sells donuts in front of a busy office building. And he noticed that he had long lines of people and he couldn't take care of them fast enough, and he was losing sales. People didn't want to wait in the line, they would walk away. So he came up with a basket and put $5 bills and $1 bills and some change in there, and he put them on the cart. And as people came and ordered their donut, when they tried to pay him, he would just point to the basket and say, make your own change. Which is a huge leap, because you know they could have messed up on the change, or purposely or on accident, could have cost him money. But what he found happened was he was able to serve twice as many people in the same amount of time. And because he gave out that trust, he actually was getting higher tips and actually making more money than the traditional way. If we look around every day, here at work, at home, wherever you are, you're going to start to see, after you read this book, issues where you're actually paying a trust tax. And it may, you know, enlighten you to that point, and we may be able to find ways to increase the level of trust and therefore speed up the process and lower the amount of trust tax that we're paying.
Well, it's a book that I like to recommend to friends and influence. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You know, I'd recommend this book to any person who didn't receive the promotion that they wanted, or walked away from a disagreement feeling like they were misunderstood, or have the desire to become the person that other people seek for advice that matters. My biggest takeaway from this book is to be considered a great communicator, or just master the skill of becoming a good listener, like my protege, Rich Cardona. This book has had a tremendous impact on me, both professionally and personally. Once it became a good listener, opportunities opened up, and I capitalized on them.
Unleashing Excellence by Dennis Snow. I recommend this book because it gives the reader another notion of looking at customer service as an experience instead of a phone call. Not just having the interaction with the guest or the customer or the caller calling in. It should be concentrating on delivering an experience, an overall experience. From the moment that they receive a phone call, or from the moment that they call in, to the moment that they finish the service with the technician on their home. So we want to focus on delivering an experience rather than just another phone call, because that's what they get when they call somewhere else. The book teaches you to put yourself in the customer's shoes and look at customer service through the lens of the customer.
Well, what I like to do is get the books through audible.com. We've got a company account that you can go on and pick out the books.
Audible. We have an account with the company, and we promote it and make sure that people enjoy books. It goes with our core value, constantly growing and learning.
I listen to them on the way to work and on the way home. Technicians could actually listen to them while they're driving through the day from job to job.
Now back to Zach in the studio.
Thank you, Jose. All right, Best Family, you heard it. It's real simple. You can go on as early as today, Audible.com, username is audible@getbest.com, and the password is best1980, lowercase b. Again, username is audible@getbest.com, password is best1980, lowercase b. These 4 personal growth and leadership books have been hand-selected for all of us here at Best Home Services so the company can strive to become better. Thank you.